All right. We have a sequence. We got to find the 8th term. That doesn't sound too hard. We only have to go to term number 8. Let's look what we got here. We got 16,000, 4,000, 1,000. So we got to figure out how are we getting from the first thing to the second thing to the third thing. Well, when I look at this, I think, okay, 16,000 to 4,000. Maybe what I'm doing is subtracting 12,000. That would work. So to see if that is actually what we're doing, we have to look at the next set of numbers and see if it works there. So let's start with 4,000. If we subtract 12,000 from that, does it work? And actually it doesn't. That's going to give us like negative 8,000. It's not going to give us 1,000. So that's out. That's not going to work. I'm going to delete all that there. Let's erase it. Let's try something different. If subtraction doesn't work, maybe division works. So we have to think, what would we divide by to get from 16,000 to 4,000? And you can punch that in a calculator if you want. But you end up dividing by 4. Divide by 4. And if we try that again, from 4,000 to 1,000, we'll find that that works there too. 4,000 divided by 4 does give us 1,000. So we're good there. So since we're dividing, we're going to be doing a geometric sequence. And the formula for a geometric sequence is a sub n equals a sub 1 times r. And then that's to the n minus 1 power. So we have a little exponent there. So let's set this up. A sub n, that's our answer. I'm not even going to worry about it. We're not going to put anything for that. Let's just start with the equals. A sub 1 is our first term. That's 16,000. Okay, R, that's called the ratio. And the ratio is what are we multiplying by to get from one number to the next. Now the trick here is we're actually dividing. We're not multiplying. So we couldn't put a 4 in here because that would multiply us by 4. And we want to divide by 4. So the trick to that is instead of putting 4, you put 1 over 4. Because multiplying by 1 over 4 is the same as dividing by 4. So it's an acceptable workaround here for dividing. So whenever you're dividing, that's how you want to do it. Then our exponent is n minus 1. N is the number of term we're looking for, in this case 8. So I'm going to do 8 minus 1. So I'm going to type this whole thing in my calculator. And when I do that, I'm going to get a decimal. And you often get decimals when you're doing geometric sequences that are going down, that are dividing, because the numbers start to get small in a hurry. So this particular one should give you 0.9865. And since all those digits fit on the calculator, you might as well just write them all down. So that's going to be your answer for this geometric sequence. That will be the 8th term. So that's how you do a geometric sequence when you divide.